Heyo, Omnidogs and Omnikittens, part 2 of Big Haul of 2023. I'm Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I have the greatest viewers ever. If you're watching this, you're awesome. Thank you for watching this. Genuinely appreciate all the love that I have received recently. I love everybody back. I love organic price books. With my code Omnidog, ship it together for 5% off, shipping 3 or more books together. And of course, code Omnidog, $2 off your order. They pack books awesomely, like awesomely. You can't go wrong with organic price books. I'm going to go into some different books that I got. One is from Reed Chancellor, also known as Mr. Comic Slayer or Mr. Omnicat. Here's his Kickstarter, Summer Vacation. And I believe, oh, holy smoke, it was a Kickstarter, so it came with a boss drawing in it. And if I'm correct, I believe that it is about a band that tours during the summer. If I'm wrong, then I'll find out what it is. But I love Reed's stuff, and I'm excited to read it. It also, I ponied up for the vinyl tier because Reed and Comic Slayer both made a plea to my wife to let me buy one piece of vinyl this year. Here's the vinyl that came with it. Reed plays all the instruments and sings, and this is a very amazing hand cut single with 2 songs on it. And this is my total jam, as the kids would say. I'm pumped. Let me put that in a safe place. Book that I got from the Big A, Tom Taylor. This has been recommended by multiple people. Neverlanders. Neverlanders, okay, what's the premise? Bea and her fellow runaways are their own found family, so when a stranger named Paco saves her life, Bea invites him to join their crew, think he's another lost teen. Someone else the world has overlooked. The truth is Paco's not just a lost teen, he's a lost boy from Neverland. And he needs Bea and the others to come back with him. When the group is then spirited away by a foul-mouthed Tinkerbell, they discover that Neverland is not some fun-filled hideaway. Whoa, look at this art. Tom Taylor. And, ooh, I like this. This is great art. I dig it. Who is the artist? John Somariva. Dust jacket, same as below. I'm reading this year. Check your scorecard, put it down. Here's a book I already read. If you want to know more about it, we featured it last week on Omnidog's Book Club. Days of Sand, already in the top 5, probably number 1 for my choice of Book of the Year. I can't wait to find out what book bumps it from the number 1 spot. Please go to, it's a very short video, it's only like 40 minutes, of people discussing the book. We show lots of pictures of the art. It's historical fiction about the Dust Bowl from a Dutch author. It's all in English. Annie de Jong. So shout out to everybody, including Tony from Sweden, and Aiku, who have been pounding the table on how great a book it is. And they were right. It's remarkable. It's already my number 1 book. Now here's a book I got because if you are a viewer, a loyal viewer, consistent viewer, somebody who watches on a regular basis, whatever, I have my friend the realtor who's going to get into comics. She bought Square Eyes, and so did I. I'm still not convinced that this is the first time book she should read. So she's very busy right now with a lot of her business. She's an amazing realtor. I think I'm going to recommend and loan her this copy of Days of Sand. I think this is an easier book, but I still want to read Square Eyes. It looks very interesting. But I think I'm going to push this book to Tracy. Let's see a couple of big honkin' omnis I got in this haul of 2023. This is part 2, of course. I haven't done a haul video in forever. People dig them. I'm here for you. I got this at super discount. What If Volume 2. I love What If. I think it's an amazing premise. So this is Volume 2, and I don't know if it's not popular, if they printed too many copies, but I got this for like 70% off. So it was hard to pass this up. Here's a book that I also got from that motivated seller, Moon Knight by Houston and Benson. This is a remarkable run. I read it in, I think I had it in Marvel Premiere hardcovers. Those were a gift, so I believe I still have them. Maybe I'll give them away. But this is some brilliance right here. I dug it tremendously, but I read it a long time ago, so I'm looking forward to rereading it. Here's a book that I promised Taylor Talks Comics that I would read like in the next month or two, so you can put this on your scorecard too. Justice League International. When this book first came out, the floppies, I looked at it, and of course, me being me, I said, that's not my Justice League, and why are these guys laughing, and what's Guy Gardner doing in there, and just random Lobo's in it, what's going on here? Multiple people have told me this is hilarious, great fun, and a good run, and Taylor has basically super baited me into getting it, and we're going to do a review of it, he and I. That's this year. You can put it on your scorecard. I'm actually pretty excited to read it. Okay, this next book I got bullied into because it was put on sale at like 60% off, and it's huge. I would never spend the $150 cover price for this, but at 60% off, I thought, okay, Kristen, Omnicat, I'll read it with you on your channel and we'll review it. Of course, it's Unreadable Squirrel Girl. I want to be wrong about this. The humor didn't click with me the first time. Maybe it's a book I love on rereading. It's happened before. I would love to be wrong about this. Lots of people love it. But the humor just didn't hit with me the first time. Maybe I'm in a better headspace, man. So I'll dig it. It's possible. I have an open mind, man. I want to enjoy books. Okay, let's go to some trade paperbacks. I'll go through those a little quicker. Let's see. Okay. I got a book called Elixir. This is by Frank Barbieri, whom Taylor Brown and I interviewed during I think it was even before the pandemic. I feel like it was 2019. I like Frank Barbieri's writing. This is a fantastic vision of the future. Magic has been replaced with technology. Two factions are in conflict within a sprawling metropolis. The Druids hold on to the past while huge corporations exploit new technologies that threaten to eradicate magic forever. Magic, Druids, of course I'm in. Here's some of the art. The art looks, I love the color palette. The art looks good. I really like Frank Barbieri. I've met him several times in person at like Third Eye Comics, at Awesome Con. Very nice guy, and he's written some really good books. Most notably Five Ghosts, which is a great book. So yeah, I'm into this. Finishing off, I believe, the Future State books that I haven't read. This is Future State Gotham, Batman at War. What does that mean? No idea. I have no idea about Future State, Frontier Crisis, or whatever it is, Infinite Frontier, something, whatever. Okay, you can put this on your scorecard. No, wait. I need to read Justice League by Scott Snyder. Then I need to read Death Metal. You can put those on your scorecard. And then I think I can start Future State and Infinite Frontier Justice, or whatever the heck it's called. So yeah, Future State's getting read this year. Put it on your scorecard. Defenders from Marvel, The Best Defense. It's a book I got. The Variants, I've already read it. Spoiler alert, I loved it. I'm going to put it in a review soon. Jessica Jones by Gail Simone and Phil Noto. Multiple versions of Jessica Jones, the Purple Man. That's awesome. Whoops, spoiled it. My buddy Max from the Netherlands has been pounding the table on several of these books that I got. And he is a strong believer in the Death of Doctor Strange books. Jed MacKay. I got the Death of Doctor Strange Companion. Then I got, okay, what volumes? Okay. Strange, I Belong to Death, with the new Sorcerer Supreme, Clea, and the Doctor Strange of Death. I love Doctor Strange. Jed MacKay, he's awesome. How can that be bad? It can't be. I'm telling you right now. Another Defenders book, Beyond. I believe this got the thumbs up from Max also. He reads floppies on a daily basis. He keeps me updated. So does Freddie Alonso from Puerto Rico. He's a good friend of mine. He keeps me updated on Marvel and DC floppies. This looks boss. And speaking of Jed MacKay, the Moon Knight books. Ooh, I can't wait to read these. Volume 1 through 3, Jed MacKay. Let's take a look at the art. 1, 2, 3. Go baby. The Midnight Mission. Look at this cover. Cool. Okay, and here's some of the art. This looks good. So I'm going to review these. You can put that down. Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, happening this year. Keep a scorecard. I'd be interested in how I do. What's this next chunk? Okay. Carnage by, I think, Ram V. Ram V, David Michelini, Ty Templeton. Contains Carnage 1 through 5 and Carnage Forever. Carnage is back to celebrate 30 years of symbiotic slaughter. That's by Ram V, so I really want to read it. Deviation, Venom Deviation, also by Ram V and Al Ewing. And wait, is that 1 or 2? That's 2. 1 is Venom Recursion, Al Ewing and Ram V. That's a top writing talent team scored thing. Dark Web Venom. I'm going to read the whole Dark Web thing. I don't care if it's good or not. I'm committed. You can put these on your scorecard. These Venom books. And you can put this on your scorecard. Rainbow Rowell's She-Hulk. Yeah, I have heard that she's awesome. Because, and that came from my buddy Peter M., also known as Crushing Crisis. He recommended this series, The Runaways, 1 through 6, by Rainbow Rowell. And, okay, wait. We'll go by 6 down to 1. Here's volume 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Peter M., he has excellent taste. He loves it. He also doesn't like Punisher, but He's the one that pounded the table for Punisher, King of Killers by Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron, Punisher. Punisher becomes, I think he becomes the head of the Hand. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Mark it down. Runaways and Punisher this year. Oh, this book's getting read this year. Guardians of the Galaxy by Al Ewing. Thick, chonky monster. I dig it. This is totally getting read. What do we have next? Okay, let's show. These are all Marvel books. I hadn't even heard about this book. Fantastic Four life story. Nobody told me anything about it. They left me in the dark to grope my way through and find the book on my own. It's by Mark Russell. How is this? How could this be anything but great? Life story? Let's take a look at the art, because I know the story's going to be great. Mark Russell's, you know, one of my favorites. I just stumbled upon this, and I definitely want to review this. Put it down on your scorecard. Getting read this year. I don't know if I'm going to get to this year, but I really wanted to read it. James Tiny Onions writing Nightmare Country. Ooh, boy, this is supposed to be really good. The Corinthian has to be sent out into... Dream of the Endless has to release the Corinthian to chase down an even eviler nightmare that wasn't even created by Dream. This sounds awesome. I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to it, so I'm not going to promise. Leave me alone. What do you mean? Oh, okay. I am going to be getting the Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson Omnibus, but I'm still going to keep reading it in trade paperback until the next Omnibus comes out. This is the one that goes through 42 through 46, so then I would guess this is number 9, so I guess the next one is the last one. That way I can keep reading and keep up to date, because I love this run. You should too. Then I was hip to the fact that there was a really good run by Spider-Man that I had forgotten that spins out of Secret Wars, War World, Battle World, Wars, Battle Zone, whatever it was. A lot of those trade paperbacks were great. And this one is Renew Your Vows. I found 1. I got 2. I found 1 and 2 on Comic Hub at a store in Portland. They were very nice. Charged me cover price for them because apparently this one's hard to find. Volume 3 is on the way from Canada via eBay, and it'll get here. And then here's Volume 4. This is Renew Your Vows, and it's supposed to be really fun. Jody Houser, it looks like. Oh, no. Jody Houser wrote this. Conway, and I don't have 3, but you can put this on the calendar. I'm reading this. Book I'm going to do an overview for because he's my favorite DC artist. Next to Neil Adams, Carmine Infantino. Legends of the DC Universe, Carmine Infantino. And this, I have to do an overview of this because this contains a ton of stories that I don't even have. All-Star Comics 40, Flash Comics 86-90, All-American Comics 95, Comic Cavalcade 28, Sensation, Mystery in Space 3, Secret Hearts 8, The Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog 4, Showcase number 4, of course, Flash, Western Comics 73, Flash 112, 123, those are famous, Brave and Bold 49, Detective Comics 327, Strange Adventures, House of Mystery, DC Comics Presents, Secret Origins, and Danger Trail. These are all books that I don't... well, some of them I've seen, obviously. Some of the more famous ones. This guy could draw really, really well. And I love this guy as an artist. Let's see. Batman, Catwoman. by Tom King. I've been waiting forever for this. Did not buy any of the trades or anything. Black Label, put it down on your scorecard. Reading it this year, as well as Batman Killing Time, also by Tom King, one of the great writers of right now. Put it on your scorecard. Definitely getting read. Here's Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 3. Wait a minute. Already, Volume 2, where are you? Gosh, I must have accidentally put it in the other room. Okay, well, I did get Volume 2. Here's the Joker. Volume, 3. This is apparently more of a Jim Gordon story. Otherwise, I would never have bought this. I think this is Tiny Onion. Yeah, it is. So I'm interested in this. I can't promise this is getting read this year. Wait, where's the other? Oh, that's weird. I'm missing. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Sorry, technical difficulties. X-Men Red, Volume 1 and 2. This is by Al Ewing. So great. I hope to get caught up enough that I can read these this year. No promises. It's a big undertaking, catching up on X-Men and everything else. And give it a shot, though. N-Man 40. He's the one that told me about the Kents. I found this inexpensively at an HPB. This is the story of the Kents. Before Clark Kent took to the skies as Superman, there were other legends who went by the name of Kent. This is their story. This was published. This was published by John Ostrander and Tim Truman and Tom Mandrake are the pencilers. This came out like around 2004. Where are we here? 1997, 1998, compilation, 1999, whatever. So around 2000. But this sounds cool. Early history of the Kents. I dig it. I think N-Man did me a solid. Thank you, buddy. Next, let's switch it up and show you Star Wars book, The Rebellion Legends. Buddy Rick Nelson, highly recommended it. He just finished it. Can't promise this is getting read this year. I may have a huge Star Wars read through next year. Here's a book I really want to read this year, but it's so honkin', jonkin', chonkin' that I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I've been waiting forever for it. Spider-Man 2099. This is awesome that it came out. And it is herkin', as you can see. I can't make any promises about this one, but I really want to read it. This next one is out of print. If you're a fan of Omnibros, you know that Geo was, and I'm past the 20-minute mark, but I'm going to go ahead and finish anyway. Nobody's surprised, I'm sure. Geo was shoving this in my face because it was out of print and he had it. And all of a sudden, I wanted it. And it's out of print and people are asking stupid prices on eBay. So I put a watch on it and a used copy in perfect shape came out for cover price, like $5 over cover price, talking about Secret Invasion. That's a cool spine. I dig that. So this is getting read this year. I'm going to read it and review it with Geo, I think, on my channel. Scorecard, put it down. This is getting read. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Boobity, boobity, boo. Okay, we just have a few trades left for the Haul of 2023. Birds of Prey, the end of the beginning. The Birds of Prey books have been collected kind of sporadically. I have them all, but there seem to be huge gaps. And so I just get whatever I can and hope that the gaps will be filled. This is 113 through 127. I don't know that is going to help I think there's a gap in there. Pearl, Volume 3. Very excited. Bendis wrote Volume 3. I loved Pearl. The first 2 volumes, really, really good. This scorecard, getting read this year. Catwoman Fear State, because I'm collecting the Catwoman because it's by Ram V. I am going to read... Oh, I know. I said Poison Ivy I got earlier in the first video. I am definitely, scorecard, reading Batman Fear State Saga because that bounces directly into the Poison Ivy series by G. Willow Wilson. I have it, but it's in the other room. It's a previous purchase, but I'm going to read it because obviously I want to get more insight into the Poison Ivy book. And then, wait a sec. What the heck? Okay. Action Comics, Warworld, Revolution, Philip Kennedy Johnson, friend of the show. We interviewed him back during the pandemic. Great guy. Taylor Brown and I did. This is the... Whoa, who drew this? Riccardo Federici. Holy guacamole. This is some awesome art. And for some reason, DC put out 3 trades, and then Superman and the Authority, which gets stuck in the middle of 1 and 2 of the Warworld saga. So, I don't know. Is this going to get a deluxe or an Omni or a complete collection or whatever DC does? I don't know. I just get the books because I'm too worried that they won't show up again or something. I don't know. Could go out of print or out of stock. So what I've got is 3 trades with the hardcover stuck in the middle. That's dumb. My collection's filled with dumb stuff like that. Image. Dark Ride. But is this Josh Williamson? Yes. Welcome to the scariest place on earth. Devilland has been the world's premier horror-themed amusement park over 50 years, home to the scariest ride ever created, The Devil's Due. I will show you some art here. But behind it lies a deadly truth about the reclusive founder, Arthur Dante, and the choices he made to ensure his success. Now his children, Sam Hain and Halloween, will discover the true horror behind their family legacy and that all their dreams may be founded on the stuff of nightmares. Okay, I mean, that sounds like a great book. This is from Image? Image. Oh, it came with a little sticker. A signed sticker. How'd I get that? Hey, Fantagraphics, this is what a book plate looks like, okay? Not the Holiday Inn slip of paper you gave me with the P-Bag box set. Okay, this art is really good. I'm digging the premise. This looks supremely occult and evil. Okay, put it on your scorecard. I'm reading this. I'd be interested in what my scorecard actually looks like. Okay, so this looks good. We're down to our last few books. I'll put them right here. This looked good. AWA Upshot. They do some edgy, really cool books. This is called Hit Me. Time to Double Down, a high-octane crime thriller. Lulu has a very unique profession. When she is witness to the execution of one of her regular clients, she escapes into the night with a briefcase filled with diamonds and a pack of killers on her trail. Crime? Yes, I'm into it. I bet the Minister of Comics would be into this too. He loves crime. My buddy loves... Wait, can I show that? I have no idea what's going on in this book. But this is called Hit Me. This was a blind buy just because I thought it sounded boss, and AWA Upshot has some really cool books. And yes, I know we're hitting the 30-minute mark. Pretty sure I predicted that. Here's 2 books that sound cool. These are crime books too. Wait, from Titan. Titan has really good crime books. This is Gun Honey, which I have an Adam Hughes cover of one of the issues. Hardcase crime. She's the best of the world. What she does, she gets her clients the weapons they need, where they need it, when they need it. They call her Gun Honey. Yeah, how could this be bad? I don't even care who wrote it. It's from Hardcase Crime. They usually have very good books. I will tell you who wrote it, though, in a second. Who wrote it? Created by the award-winning Hardtime Craze team co-founder Charles Arday and drawn by the breakout artist Anhar Kang, Gun Honey is a fast, sexy thrill ride for lovers of classic pulp and fearsome revenge thrillers. Ooh. Boss. I'm pretty excited about this. And then there's volume 2 of it. Sorry, I couldn't resist this cover. You know how I am. This is volume 2 of Gun Honey. She looks like she kicks ass and takes names. That's what I love. A strong female protagonist who goes in and beats everybody. Oops, can't show you that. Nope, can't show you that. Nope, can't show you that. I can show you this. Okay, so there's a wee bit of nudity in it and lots of violence. Of course I can show you the violence. Can't show you any of the nudity. Okay, I can show you this. So Gun Honey. You can put that down. I'm reading that this year. Last few books. Magic Order, Volume 3. I read Volume 1. This looks like Mark Miller has regained his magic touch. I like a lot of stuff he's written. I hate a lot of stuff he's written. But I loved the first Magic Order. And I have 2 and now 3. So it's going to be awesome. Based on number 1, I just think this is great. It's magic, so I dig it. Barbaric. Loved Barbaric. This is Axe to Grind, the 2nd volume. This was one of my books of the year. The first Barbaric, last year Barbaric. This is volume 2, Axe to Grind. Talking bloodthirsty axe, barbarian who has to help people, and a witch. I love this. You can mark this down on the scorecard. Totally, totally, totally. Now, I've heard a ton of people talking about how great this book is. It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, an autobiographic novel by Zoe Thorogood. Lots and lots of people have told me how great this is. Put it on your scorecard. I'm going to get it and perhaps review it. Sounds like maybe a lot of other people have reviewed it. I don't care. I'm going to review it too. Because it sounds awesome. Can I show you this? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. Cartoonist Zoe Thorogood records 6 months of her own life as it falls apart in a desperate attempt to put it back together again in the only way she knows how. This is an Omnicap book if I've ever seen one, but old Omnidog is going to be reading this year. And this last book, Peace and Love. This is the last book. A little bit over 30 minutes, shocking no one. I have no idea if this is good or bad, but Darkhold. Enter the pages of Darkhold and lose your mind in mighty Marvel fashion. For hundreds of years, scholars, heroes, and villains alike have searched for the complete text of this terrible tome, the Darkhold, penned by the elder god Chthon. Now at long last, one of the greatest sorcerers in the multiverse has found Chthon's Book of the Damned. And Chthon has also found him. Uh-oh, look who it might be. And look at that. Scarlet Witch versus Doctor Doom? Because the only way to stand up is to save all of existence. Scarlet Witch must gather the world's greatest heroes and unleash their inner darkness, because the only way to successfully stand up to the forces unleashed by the Darkhold is to go insane. Who wrote this? Steve Orlando. Uh-oh. Darkhold Alpha, Darkhold Iron Man, Ooh, this has a bunch of writers. Ooh, Mark Russell. Brian North. Steve Orlando. This looks like it's an anthology kind of thing. I'm hoping it works because the premise sounds really cool to me. Some of these things with different writers put together, I don't know. I'm really hopeful. I want to read this year. You can mark that down on your scorecard. I definitely want to read this. I have no idea what it's like. Good blind buy. I just happened to see it. So that's it for my haul. I appreciate everybody that watched. I hope perhaps you found something interesting and that you may want to get yourself. And I will be reviewing a lot of these. I will be reading a lot of these. And of course, peace and love, peace and love. Please subscribe. Please like the video. It helps if you like it. Helps if you subscribe, and feel free to comment on anything. If you've seen any, you have feelings about any of these books, if you have bad feelings about it, don't tell me, because then that'll color my thought going into it. So please don't tell me this book sucks. Tell me if you like a book. How about that? That'll help me. That'll be great. Peace and love. Organic Price Books. Jester's Toy Box is something I'm working on. Omnidog's _ vault is Instagram, which I'm trying to get back onto. I love you all. Peace and love. Peace and love.